pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense takes the field for the first time today. The Buckeyes obviously enjoyed the upper hand historically in this battle for the Illabuck.
And the Illabuck Trophy is actually the second oldest football trophy in the Big Ten. Only behind the Little Brown Jug, Palmer. So this is some serious tradition. I don't know what the trophy is. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. It looks like a turtle to me, but I don't know the significance. But this is a rivalry game.
It's a pretty cool-looking wooden turtle, I'll say that. And that's saying something, Pollack. How about that? A history lesson from you. Anyone that says that this football game's not educational, they just don't watch us enough.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. And Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. Listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Gage. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Ohio State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So Illinois' offense has the ball for the first time. Both of these defenses, David, anchored by star middle backers.
I mean, they're just stars right in the middle of the defense. You'll see them go sideline to sideline, and they will make plays all over the field.
Yeah, these guys are the heart and souls of their defense. They're the leaders. Everybody looks up to them. They're constantly making plays.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball in the air, intercepted! The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I'll tell you what what? As a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off play action. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illibuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David, but that is pretty cool history.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live, living animal. That's why they changed it.
He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
On the move is the 30. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Gage trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Would they love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score Ohio State.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So
Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. What a great play by the defense, and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Oh, what a move to get open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Here on third down, will they go back to the running game? They'll try to power their way ahead. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Follow, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter. Just don't worry about it. There's time. But this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right now.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Got it in the middle. It's sharp. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gage. He's not afraid to go deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Pulled down after a pickup of 6, but he gets it inside the red zone. It's down at the 15. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll run it. It's West. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Ohio State 42, Illinois 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. The give on the inside. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Gage. Makes his connection. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. That's caught. It's Graham. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
49, Illinois, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Wants to throw on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw it again. Gets it out quickly. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Illinois lining up quickly. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they could put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Throws for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Illinois.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He'll start this drive firing. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. He's off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 6 over Kent State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. Excellent field position here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. And the try is no good because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film.
That kicker needed to club up. Unfortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Now on 2nd down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes battling for a prize like the yr5 trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something.
Running toward the tape at the 30. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. It's 1st and goal as Illinois comes to the line. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown Illini. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's just so nice to know.
Second down coming up.
First down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly.
First down for the offense.
Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Sayin. Pocket starts to collapse. He makes the connection. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the return, it's King.
The return brings it out to the 32, and the Ohio State offense will take over.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. See if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and
lost one deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 25. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Buckeyes are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to buy time. Fires left. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the counter. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the 3rd. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by just 1 over Sam Houston. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. On the move. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. To the ground. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 3rd down after the run. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Smashes through. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play balls at the 25. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Ohio State 70, Illinois.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going up top here late in the game. Can anyone catch him? I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party game. A late touchdown.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Trying to find his man on first down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock. Going for the big play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Here comes the offense on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down, Illinois.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game.